What is up, guys? My name is Nick and welcome back to another Modern Warfare video. Today we're going to be looking at the top 5 best class setups in the game. Now I'm not going to be using the guns that a lot of people say you gotta use and stuff like that. Like, there's only going to be 1 or 2 of those on this list, but the rest of this list is going to be comprised of mostly SMGs, and these classes, guys, trust me, they go up against the ARs at long range. These classes are the best classes you can make. Now I'm not saying the whole list is fully SMGs. We do have an AR on the list and stuff like that, but if you guys could drop a like on this video for fast good luck within the next 5 seconds, drop a like and this spider will not crawl into your mouth while you're sleeping with your mouth open, breathing weirdly and all that kind of stuff. So make sure to drop a like. The spider won't get you guys. Leave a comment down below letting me know what your KD is in the game right now. I want to see, because at the beginning when this game first came out, a lot of people had a higher KD, and I'm pretty sure it's gone down for a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, it's gone down for me as well. So let me know your KD down in the comments below, and we're gonna get straight into this top 5 best class setup. So starting off the list with probably one of my favorite classes in the entire game, and it is an SMG, and that is the MP5. Now I do say that this is probably one of my favorite classes, but I haven't used it in a while because I've been using other guns trying to get those gold and all that kind of stuff. So the MP5, to start it off, that's going to be the barrel, and you want to run the FSS light, and it gives you ADS speed, but it does take away some bullet velocity. Next off, you want to run a laser, which is going to be the 5MW laser. I always recommend this one when you get the chance to use it. This gives you hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed, and the only negative is that it makes your laser visible to enemies. And the thing I like about this is that you get hip fire accuracy, which means you can start shooting before you even aim down sights, and a lot of those bullets will hit, and you all know how long it takes to ADS within this game, so make sure you guys are running that. Next off, you want to run stock, which is going to be the Forge Tac Ultra Light. Now this one gives you aim, walking, movement speed, but it takes away some aiming stability, which isn't the greatest. You don't want some aiming stability to be taken away, but don't worry about it, because within the next attachment we're going to get that right back up there, which is going to be the Underbarrel Commando Foregrip. This gives you recoil stabilization, and it gives you aiming stability as well, but it does take away some movement speed. So that's not the aim walking movement speed, that's actual movement speed, which means you will move a little slower, but don't even worry about it. It doesn't really matter. It's an SMG. You're running fast regardless. And the last thing that you want to run on this class is a rear grip, and the rear grip is going to be the granulated grip tape. This gives you aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, but it does take away some aim walking movement speed, which isn't bad whatsoever to be taken away, because you don't want to be moving so fast, because every time you aim and walk and you move fast, your character's gun actually bumps up a lot more. It has a lot more recoil, so this kind of makes it a little better. They see it as a negative. Honestly, I see it as a positive. Now for the actual perks, what you guys want to run in a class like this, and I really recommend Scavenger out of all perks, and I really recommend Ghost. Those are the only 2 recommendations I have. If you guys like other perks, go ahead and use those, like EOD maybe and stuff like that, but perks are Ghost and Scavenger. Those are the necessities for these classes, except for one of them. One of them is an actual exception, and we're gonna get to that. But next off on the list, we got the M4A1 assault rifle. Now this class is a pretty good class as well, so you want to run the barrel stock M16 Grenadier. Now this one right here is the barrel, the only barrel I ever recommend running on the M4, because it gives you damage range, it gives you bullet velocity, and it gives you recoil control. Now it does take away ADS speed and movement speed, so that kind of sucks, but it does give you a lot of positives, and I think it's a very fair trade, because the ADS speed and movement speed we could bring right back up with the next attachment, which is going to be the laser, the TAC laser. It gives you ADS speed, it gives you aiming stability, and it gives you aim walking steadiness. That is a lot of positives for just one negative, and the one negative is only that your laser is visible, which isn't even bad, because with the visible laser you guys could actually bait out the enemies, let them come closer to you, and you could drop them off. Now the next one is going to be an optic, which I like the GI Mini Reflex. It does take away some aim down sight speed, but in all honesty, I feel like the M4A1, even though it has very good iron sight, I just rather run this optic on it. I don't know why. That might just be me. Next off, you want to run the stock, the Forge Tac CQS, and it does give you ADS speed, which is good. We finally hit an attachment that gives you ADS speed, but it does take away some aiming stability, which is okay. We already got attachments that give us the aiming stability anyways. And for the last one, the rear grip, you're going to run the stippled grip tape. It gives you ADS speed, thank God, and it gives you sprint to fire speed, probably the most important thing you could have on a gun, and it does take away, again, some aiming stability, but I mean, whatever, man. This gun, you're gonna see, this is the class I gave you guys yesterday in the video on its own. This is a laser. Now let's move on to number 3 on the list, and that is going to be the AUG. Now for the AUG, you want to run the 407mm extended barrel. That is amazing. It gives you damage range, it gives you bullet velocity, and it gives you recoil control. All that trade-off just for some ADS speed. That's the negative. Only ADS speed, which is really damn good considering all the positives you get. Now the underbarrel is going to be the Commando foregrip. This gives you recoil stabilization and aiming stability, but it does take away some movement speed. But like I said, it's an SMG. Don't worry about the movement speed. The ammunition, you want to run the 5.56 NATO 30 round mags. This gives you damage and it gives you range, and it recently got buffed, so this is really good to use. And then it does take away some aiming and recoil control, which you don't got to worry about whatsoever. This gun is, either way, it's a great weapon. Now the rear grip, you want to run the granulated grip tape. This gives you aiming stability and aim walking steadiness, but it does take away some aim walking movement speed, which in all honesty, it's not that bad. And for the last one is going to be an actual perk. I don't run perks a lot, but when I do, it's sleight of hand. Sleight of hand helps you reload faster. Definitely a great perk to have within the game. Now the second to last weapon on this list should actually be the last weapon, but I felt like switching them in spots, and that is the MP7. And the reason the MP7 is second to last is because, dude, the other one is super underrated. The MP7 is already overrated. Everybody loves it, everybody uses it, but the last weapon on this list is super underrated, and I feel like people need to use it more, which is why I gave it the #1 spot. But the MP7, first thing you want to run is a barrel, and you're gonna run the FSS Strike barrel. This gives you damage range and it gives you bullet velocity, which is a good trade-off for some ADS speed. Next off, for the laser, you guys want to run the TAC laser. Like I said, this one gives you ADS speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. All those 3 amazing things only to make your laser visible to enemies. I would take that any day of the week, and like I said, always use that laser to your advantage. Next off, you want to run the stock FSS close quarters stock, which gives you the ADS speed, but it does take away some aiming stability. Next off, we got the rear grip, which is going to be the stippled grip tape. It gives you ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Sprint to fire speed, man, I'm always going to say it, super important to have, and it does take away some aiming stability. So that's 2 attachments right there that take away aiming stability, but our laser gives us aiming stability, so don't worry about that. And the last one, like I said before, if it's a perk, it's got to be sleight of hands, just so that you guys could actually reload those weapons a lot faster. That's the reason I love using sleight of hands. But let's get to the #1 gun on this list, and this one is super underrated. I don't get why people don't use it. I personally love the hell out of this weapon, and that is the P90 SMG. I don't get why people don't use this thing, guys. Trust me, use it, make this exact class, and you will be going off on people, I guarantee it. So for the barrel, you want to run the FSS 10.6-inch Pro. This gives you damage range and bullet velocity. The only negative on this one is the ADS speed, which is, I mean, dude, it's an SMG. It doesn't matter. They still aim down sights very fast. Next off, we got the laser, the TAC laser, which gives you ADS speed. Thank God for that. Gives you aiming stability and gives you aim walking steadiness. Again, only making that laser visible. Next off is the stock. This is my favorite one, and that is the fly trap. This gives you sprint to fire speed and aim walking movement speed, only taking away some aiming stability, which our laser gives us anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. So it's pretty much 2 positives, no negatives whatsoever. Next off, we got the rear grip, the stippled grip tape. It gives you ADS speed, sprint to fire speed. Most important things you could ask for, but it does take away some aiming stability. And then for the perk, we're not actually going to be running sleight of hands on this one. I'd like to run fully loaded, which gives you maximum starting ammo. This way you guys could change your actual perk setup, and you don't have to run scavenger for that pure reason right there. And I really say, like, fully loaded is good on certain weapons. I wouldn't run it on every single class, but the P90, I stay alive a lot with this weapon. So the reason I like running fully loaded is because I like to run 6 perks, and I like to put scavenger as my 6th perk rather than any of those before, so I could actually earn it later within the game if I am staying alive. If I don't stay alive, then scavenger is useless, which is why I like to use it for that #6 spot. But like I said earlier in the video, if you guys could drop a huge like on this video, that would be truly appreciated. Let me know your KDs down in the comments below. Everybody just go and tell me, no matter what it is. Don't be shy, don't be embarrassed, and if it's super high, go ahead and flaunt it. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. My name is Nick. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.